Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Mad Tinkerer Gaming with me, your host, the Mad Tinkerer. Now, I know I missed last night, so I'm kind of trying to figure out how to do things. I'm going to be pushing back some PvP, doing some different segments today, but there were other issues going on in my life, and I needed to take care of some of those things. My son was on a trip. He was on fall break. He went with my grandparents, and he enjoyed himself up in the mountains. He stayed at a tree house this weekend, like an actual tree house. It's pretty cool for, a grown-up treehouse. That seems amazing. He rode Ferris wheels and drove bumper cars, and he had a blast. So I'm very happy that he came back, and he's just worn out right now though. So he did finally fall asleep, but last night he was, excited and just wired. So we stayed up last night doing that, and I actually had a date. Well, let me rephrase that. By last night, I meant Saturday. It was kind of time for that. I would have got on a little earlier, but he was wired and doing all these things. But Friday night, I went out. I had fun. I had a pleasant evening out, and I enjoyed that. So that was what I was doing Friday. Instead of being on here and engaging with you all, I went out and participated in life for once. And, it felt good to do that. But I have missed out on talking to you guys, so I am here. The key components is my machine's running really slow, apparently, for some odd reason. We're going to collect up all these goodies here, and we're going to go do the Silver Samurai event. Alright, now I've done it already, I've unlocked it, but I wanted to go through it and do what we did the last time, because people enjoyed it the last time. Where you start back here at the beginning and you play through it. But now I don't have enough energy to go through it all. But the whole series is pretty cool. It's entertaining. So we'll start with a couple of these, and I'll read through it because that's what I enjoyed doing the last time. The Arctic. Why did Fury send us to the freezing cold middle of nowhere again? We got trace radiation readings that indicated a dimensional breach, so he needed to check it out. Sure, but why us? I'm 2 seconds from creating a dozen dupes to huddle together for warmth out here. Something about wanting to get Shatterstar. Madrox, come, adventure awaits. Can see your teeth absolutely chattering with anticipation. So they're making fun of poor old Multiple Man. Out of the helicarrier. Well, I hope whatever we find out here, it was worth him yelling about. Oh, trust me, Madrox, it is. So now this is kind of cool. You've got the Weapon X guy, but the Silver Samurai sword. That's pretty neat. Here's our Weapon X guys. Yay! So this is just the first weird battle, so it'll be pretty cool. So how is everybody doing tonight? I know it's not supposed to be PvP night, but I gotta be honest, my belly's a little upset too. I ate so much junk last night when I was at the theater. Oh. Hey, X Factor, this world's defenders, eh? Gonna be easier than I expected. What's the play, Runt? We tear 'em apart. Then let the blade claim 'em. Weapon X, strike. The Weapon X team breaks down enemy defenses, opening them up to devastating follow-up attacks that are especially deadly in war. So it's telling you it's going to be a war offense team. So, it is. Nothing new there. All of Silver Samurai's attacks apply heal block, preventing enemies from healing. So, that's pretty cool right there. He's going to be able to keep anybody from doing those heals. So, it's going to be really effective against H4H. His attacks also deal piercing damage, making him efficient at breaking down high armor enemies. So, I think he's probably designed specifically to kind of counter stuff like Sam. high armor stuff. I am going to speed this process up a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. They must be talking about what's going on Lady Deathstrike, which I don't have Lady Deathstrike yet. So these $50 offers for a character are killing me. I will quickly become irrelevant, I'm sure, just because I can't keep spending at the pace they want you to spend. Hey, Bahi. Oh, they're talking about Silver Samurai. I gotta be honest, I thought he was gonna be like a fortifier myself. One of the first few fortifiers that would be worthwhile. Like him and Red Guardian, maybe. I hear you like swords, Shatterstar. Let me tell you about this one. The Muramasa blade. Got a demon soul in it, and the more folks I strike with it, the more people the demon gets to control. We got more than enough people in our world, so guess what? We're here to take yours, starting with you. Oh, that's... How can you read that? Arg! It makes it sound like it's a pirate. He's not a pirate. Go, get out of here. Warn Fury. One of Madrox's duplicates. He's getting away. Even if he does, when we're done with this place, ain't nowhere he can hide anyway. So, the initial battle, you get to play the bad guys here. Technically the bad guys, trying to claim the souls of the heroes. That's kind of interesting. It's a new twist. You're not being the heroes doing the salvation. You're being the bad guys trying to claim stuff. That's pretty cool. Now we're back at the helicarrier. We've got Madrox's dupe in the medbay. Got sliced up pretty bad getting away. Says you're the one who put him there. Been battling my Weapon X days a long time. Never thought it'd be this literal. He also said something about a demon blade. Can't tell if that was rambling or not. No, it's the real deal. I dealt with that blade a long time ago. Only one guy I know ever resisted it. And as much as it pains me, I called him in for backup. You were wise to do so, Logan. The Black Blade of Muramasa is beyond your inferior will. Fury meets Silver Samurai. We'll take care of this. But first, we need to round up the team. So, only honorable characters. Now, for this right here is what I picked, because these were just basic guys that were in here, right? But when you're looking at it, you've got Cap Sam, you've got Maria Hill, Captain America, Sharon Carter, and then of course you have Cloak and Dagger as a good tandem duo throw-in, right? You also have Deathpool, you could put them in too, but I went with Maria Hill, Sharon Carter, and then I went with Dagger, Sam, and Cloak. Now I could have probably picked better. My cloak's a little weak, but it was more than enough for the event. So, you get a good blend. And these two as a tandem are great together. So it's pretty good. And on this one right here, you've got all these pretty cool characters out here, but everything in this first wave is centered around, of course, Nobu, because he's going to generate and make him be able to come back. So just target him with one big blast, and they pretty much get wiped out one shot on these early nodes. I just do the AoEs pretty much, and it takes care of everything. Now you get your sentry back here in the back. He's going to keep reviving, I guess, until I take out Nobu. So we'll summon some minions here, let them wipe out Nobu, and then we'll progress. I do like this Daredevil outfit, even though I wasn't able to get it. It's pretty cool. If you've ever read the Daredevil stories, it's from the Fall from Grace storyline, and it's a pretty cool outfit. It was like souped up armor for him because the red and the yellow outfits just weren't cutting it for him. And, well, it was a darker, more broody time back then. The Hand are honorless cowards, Logan. I understand why they challenge you, but fighting them is beneath me. Besides, I could have stayed in Japan if I wanted to kill these insects. We ain't here for them, Harada. Deathstrike, come on out. I gotta have some words with you. The shiny soldier and his pet dog. You come to my home and make demands. This should be good. Let me go in here to Global. Yeah, I don't know. Is it just me, or is he assisting a lot? I mean, I'm going to read over some of his stuff because I haven't really followed through on it a lot. But I'm going to read up on this stuff, and we're going to check some of it out. Because I mean, he's a pretty cool character. I've always understood the need for him in the comics from the whole Asian Wolverine thematic, being honorable, and all of the background of his love story and trysts from being over in Japan. Tachyon Slash. Transfer 1 counter from primary target to self, piercing to primary target. When this character performs a counterattack or assist, so he counterattacks or assists, they apply bleed to the target. So he's going to apply bleed, he's going to do all this stuff. When this character performs a counterattack or assist, they apply 2 bleeds. So he's going to give 2 bleeds, he's going to apply vulnerable on assists or counterattacks. Gain taunt, apply defense up to self and all weapon X allies, flip counter on the primary and adjacent targets. Bury yourself and all weapon X allies for 20% of this character's max health. Gain +1 counter, so he's going to get counters. Gain deflects, +3 counters, +3 deflects, apply defense up. So attack the primary target for 50% piercing if charged. Bonus attack a primary target for 50%. Gain +1 bonus attack for each charge. So he's going to constantly be doing extra attacks, additional attacks right here. And I'm going to read part of the other groups here and see if he's going to get bonus attacks or get extra assists. The Way of the Blade. On turn, gain +1 charge for a maximum of 5. On turn, if this character is charged, is not stunned, and has any negative effects, remove 1 negative effect. So he's going to constantly be clearing himself. Reduce the assist chance of all enemies by 25% in war. So he's going to get +5 charged up to a maximum of 5 on his initial spawn. Heal blocks. So I mean, he's going to be bonkers. Let me go back here and I'm going to read up on some of the other Weapon X characters here. See what they do about giving him assists now or anything like that. Apply offense down to the primary target. If Omega Res now, this attack does additional 60% damage that can't be blocked. I'm not seeing anywhere where they're going to be calling anything from their basic abilities. If Omega Res now, apply disrupted. I mean, these guys are going to be crazy good. I'm just checking to see about giving out assists. Sorry, bear with me here. I'm not seeing anything right off the top of my head. I did see that right there. If you didn't notice that right here, if Omega Red or Colossus, and now since you don't have Omega Red in right now, it seems like it would promote right now without Omega Red in, using Colossus a little bit. He's going to gain offense up. He's going to clear death proofs. I did not see that on any of the other characters. like an additional slide-in character, but that's a slide-in character, so maybe something there. So I mean that's pretty cool. Just to be able to see that little hidden ability there that when you go back and reread some of these. So she's going to work with Silver Samurai. He's going to put the bleeds on. She's going to put defense downs and stuff on them. So it's going to be crazy. And with the bleeds, she's going to repeat attacks. Okay, attack primary. This target for 6 piercing on kill. Repeat attack using new primary. Kill increase the duration of positive effects on self and all weapon exiles by. So she seems like she's definitely going to be a skirmisher. Lots of additional attacks. So when you're talking about all this, so like Colossus on that Wolverine is supposed to be a good slide-in 5th character. She's going to have a lot of bonus attacks. You're already talking about it right here. Like if primary target has bleed, you get to repeat an attack. Extra. She's already going to have plenty of focus, getting focus abilities. If she has bleed on it, going to apply defense down. So you're going to want to make sure that Silver Samurai's bleeds stick, right? Right now, everybody's running him as Skirmisher because they're just wanting the vulnerables. But Raider applies vulnerable as well, and it gives him extra focus, which will make his attacks stick. So, I mean, it's just he's going to get his bleeds, he's going to get his heal blocks, and then she's going to be able to come in and Skirmisher everything. So, I think maybe her as Skirmisher and him as Raider, because she's already getting bonus focus. On attack primary in addition targets for 60% piercing on kill, repeat attack. So she's getting repeat attacks. So if anything dies, she's going to keep going again. Target randomly chosen from the previous secondary targets. This secondary target attack can target stealth targets. So, on kill, increase the duration of positive effects on self and on all weapon exiles up to allies by +1 up to a maximum of 5. So the skirmisher trait on her, I think, is going to be more important. And she's going to apply extra bleeds, so she's going to help boost herself. But I don't know, man. Skirmisher and Raider are so close. One of them you want to make stuff stick, and I feel like having Silver Samurai with the extra focus from the Raider to make sure his heal blocks stick is going to be important. Eventually, it will be important. Maybe not right now, but eventually. Attack the primary target for 70% piercing. Chain to one adjacent target for 70% piercing. This attack cannot miss any target that has bleed. If this character has 3 or more weapon exiles, this attack cannot be countered. So, you definitely want the bleeds to stick. Just saying. You're going to apply defense down. Apply immunity to self and all Weapon X allies. So it's going to apply 2 bleeds, rebound chain to 4 adjacent targets. Okay, in War, gain 65% focus. I mean, she's going to get the bonus focus already. So just discussing these Weapon X guys. That's my personal thought right there. I just typed it in here. I know we're discussing Silver Samurai here. So when I was reading it, everybody's like, oh, everybody's picking him as skirmisher. Alright, so I think Lady Deathstrike should be the skirmisher. She gets plenty of bonus focus in her attacks. So she's not going to need focus that you can get from the Raider ability, right? And if you're not going to gimmick, I mean, there will be some people that will use Silver Samurai as a fortifier healer as a gimmick tool, right? But he needs to get his heal blocks to stick. And against these people that have millions of TCP and have teal gear on, you're going to want that stuff to stick. He's going to need additional focus to make sure his stuff hits. He's going to get bonuses for that kind of stuff. And that comes from the Raider class. So I feel, and I may be wrong, I could be wrong. People will come in here and tell me later on, no, run him as this. But I feel like if you're not going to gimmick him, run him as a Raider. You want the focus. You want him to get his heal blocks and his bleeds to stick. The tandem abilities of Lady Deathstrike with all of her assists and additional attacks, plus her bonus focus, make Skirmisher the ideal one for her. That's what I'm going to go with. That's my prediction. The team's still coming in slowly, but I think running the Raider on him just to be able to apply the extra vulnerables will be good. I'm not sure who you're going to really use as strikers. I mean, you've got Weapon X, Wolverine, and you've got Sabretooth. You've also got Omega Red coming in. So, I mean, you're going to have one of them be a striker. I'm assuming Omega Red will probably be the striker damage dealer, but I'm not sure. He might be more of a toolkit kind of person, you know? Did I look over the murderous intent? Yeah. So she's just applying resistance against bleeds, gaining evades, doing more resistance for bleeds on war. So, I mean, it's just, she's going to be crazy. But she's going to have the focus. That's my bet. If people disagree with me, let me know. Put it up in here. Well, I don't mind debating things like that. It's cool. There's always an internal debate going on with stuff like that. But I mean, he's designed. The Silver Samurai is designed to put up defensive traits on your characters. Like when you actually read him, right? He's gaining charge. He's removing negative effects. He's going to be the guy that you want to stay alive. So I mean, if he's dying too early, you're going to want healer or fortifier on him. You're going to want something. They're not going to get a lot of assists while you're getting your assists. It's going to be cool. You know, he gets to apply stuns. I mean, you're going to want him to have that focus. And his ability to apply barrier means you might not need fortifier because he's already going to be doing it via this. So, you know, if you are going to gimmick him, I would say maybe healer because he can do his own fortifier. But yeah, we're just chilling. People are sending me contact requests. They want to have me be friends. Now, I will keep them on for sometimes, but I mean, if they're really low level characters, eventually I will have to drop them from the group thing because I do PvP some here and there, and I have to make sure I have space. If I get to the point where I've got like 10 spaces left, I'll start clearing out till I get to about 20, because if I do ever get big and have a big night, it would be hard to continually invite multiple people and keep dropping multiple people. About 20 would be good, I think. And because I'm doing a pushback, guys, what I want to promote for not this weekend, but next weekend, because Maddie Alcazar, he does a lot of PvP, and I asked him to design a cool concept for a PvP for me. And he's come up with one. Ban me once, can't ban me twice. So it would be a balanced version of PvP, best of 3 matches. I'll come up with a cool gimmick like a hot chip challenge or something like that. I'll go find one of those, buy one of those, whatever it takes. But maybe just do hot wings first, because it might take a little while to get a hot chip challenge shipped to me. Plus I'm a little on the broke side right now, so you know what I'm saying. But doing that kind of PvP will be good. I'll put that towards next week. Let's promote it this week so that we can do the PvP and good stuff like that. And right now I'm just chilling. We're going to go back in here and do a little bit more of the Silver Samurai event. I think I should have another energy or two. Okay, where did we leave off at? Did we do the third one? We hadn't done the third one yet. Here we go. Here's the third one. So that's the situation. This blade's going to take more and more of our people. We're the only ones who can stop it. So here you are, putting your motley band back together. Something like that. The gall of you, Logan, to come to me for a favor. Tell you what, come closer. Tell your wishes to my talons and see if they might grant them. Ooh. What's up, Swole? Yo. Yeah, I was just covering, like, we went through all of the different characters right now that are currently in Weapon X. A lot of people in the Global are saying run Silver Samurai as Skirmisher. I'm gonna disagree. I normally sometimes I go with the flow, but I'm gonna disagree with it. I think he should be run as Raider. He needs the bonus focus to make sure his heal blocks, his bleeds, his stuns will hit. He already gets bonus counterattacks and assists, so I mean that does help. And via that, he will be using or applying vulnerable as a Raider kit, right? And then, if you look at Lady Deathstrike with all of her extra focus that she already has, plus all of her multiple attacks, putting her up as a skirmisher will be pretty cool. Now, then you have strikers that are going to come in. Lady Deathstrike's focus is low, but she gets bonus focus in her attacks. So, I mean, it's pretty cool that she gets the bonus focus. But I'm figuring Lady Deathstrike as a skirmisher. Silver Samurai, I'm not sure if he's going to be a striker component or whether we should shift like Sabretooth and Wolverine to like striker capacity. And I still don't know how well Omega Red's going to be. What's Omega Red's going to be? Is he going to be straight used for his kit, or is he going to be used for striking? I mean, if you read it, because I don't think where we're at in the game wise, with everybody having like millions of TCP in teams, you're going to need Silver Samurai's heal blocks and his bleeds and his stuns to hit. So the Raider bonus focus on him, I think, is going to end up being a little key element there. It's refreshing to see someone else who hates you as much as I do, Logan. Yeah, get in line. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'll be running Omega Red as the striker in the group. But I mean, if you use Silver Samurai as a Raider and her as a skirmisher, I'm just saying Omega Red is the striker. Skirmisher, I don't. We'll read up on those here in a minute too, so that I can make sure that I'm saying it right. I believe Raider gave the focus bonus, but I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I will recant. We'll take a look at the bonuses here. I mean, I just want to make sure that we're going to get the vulnerables out like we need. Okay, Skirmisher gives the... Okay. So I have it backwards. So this does not give you the... Okay. Let me go right here and check the skirmisher. Skirmisher gives the... Okay. Alright, okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, I had to reread the abilities, the different abilities. The thought process is correct, right? Uh, the my thought process is correct. I just had the wrong ones turned around here, right? So I'm wanting whichever one gave the focus goes to Silver Samurai. Whichever one doesn't really give the focus can go to Lady Deathstrike. So that's what I had to go back and reread them because it's been a while since I bothered to read them. But I feel she's going to get tons of bonus attacks. She's going to get lots of bleed bonuses. She's going to be getting extra crit chance to do a lot more damage. I think the Raider aspect for her will be good. So that I think using them both, that way you get the vulnerable applications, will be really good. I'm just saying, if those are the two choices. And currently I still have Sabretooth running him as a Raider. But he's got a whole bunch of extra attacks, so one of them might be having to shift over to a Striker. I'm just not sure which one yet. But yeah, when I was going over those, that was what I was looking at. I was just trying to check him out. Now he's got a lot of big stats here, guys. So I mean, you know what I mean? Lots of good stats on Sabretooth. So just I don't know why it's telling me that. I don't want that. I just want his basic stats. Health, damage, armor. You'll probably want to go with one that's going to get... I mean, he already has good crit damage, so I mean, he's pretty good too. I wonder if Wolverine might be a good additional striker. He has the weaker damage, though. He's got a lot of focus already. So, I don't know. He might be better as a raider. I don't know. What are you all thinking? Which character would you shift to be an additional striker? Wolverine or Sabretooth? Or just only have Omega Red as your striker? Wolverine or Sabretooth? I'm running low on gold. All these new characters coming out are killing me. Killing me. Yeah, I know having an additional striker helps, but his damage is low. But I guess giving bonus attacks or extra attacks makes up for it. The reworks to them have made them pretty good. They're at least usable now. my ST again? Is he Raider or... I think he's Raider. Yep. So, I think after discussing this with everybody, we've kind of got a good handle on what we might want to try to push with these Weapon X characters. Skirmisher on Silver Surfer. And I had it backwards, so I am going to admit I was wrong. I had them backwards. I was saying Raider for the focus and use Skirmisher on Lady Deathstrike, and I was wrong. I had them flopped around in my mind somehow for some reason. It's been out of touch with reality lately. But Skirmisher on Silver Samurai because of the focus bonus. Lady Deathstrike already gets a lot of bonus focus, so the crit bonuses and the crit damage bonuses would be good as a Raider. And then Omega Red will be your striker. And between Sabretooth and Weapon X, the Wolverine, I have not really thought about changing Sabretooth as the Raider. I think he does well, and he gets a lot of additional oomph as it is. But Swole here says to swap Wolverine to the additional striker for extra attack power, stuff like that, and getting some extra stuff in there. So it should be pretty good. Look, that the Wolverine costume for anybody that was out there was a shit storm. That was you are going to spend money if you want this Weapon X thing. And I like the Weapon X outfit, but at the time when I'm running broke on money, broke on funds, I mean, look, you would literally have to spend 3,500 cores a day to have gotten all of those milestones to get it for free. And I don't know anybody that's sitting on 3,500 cores times 14 days. Nobody. If you are, then you're spending a lot of damn money. So you're looking at a $50 a day expenditure, or you could have spent the $80 to buy enough of the cores just to get the outfit. If I would have had the $80, maybe, but I didn't see the outfit as being just worth the expenditure of money. I will never see just getting an outfit as worth the expenditure of money. The 3,500 cores a day to get all the other stuff in there were pretty good, but I mean, it was ridiculous. Anybody want to buy Lady Deathstrike for me? I'll take gratuity. I pulled better on her than I did on Silver Samurai. Yeah, the costumes are cool looking, but they are not necessary for the application of anything in the game right now. Now later on, if they're like, oh, well, we're going to tie costumes to this or that, then they're going to have an issue on their hand because some people don't have those costumes. So they're going to have to rerun all the costumes and all the offers again, and it would be crazy. Oh, you already unlocked her? Cool. I did not unlock her. I just don't have the money. Yeah, I don't consider Silver Samurai a basic tank. Uh, he's a damager. He has tank components, but he is a damager. I mean, you don't really think of Philovella as a tank. She's a damager. Yo-Yo is a damage. Well, she's not really a damager, but she's used more for her kit to keep people away from stuff. But they fall into that. But yeah, have you tried putting a Colossus in? I mean, when I was reading up on it, he is the only other one other than Omega Red that triggers some stuff off of Wolverine. So, like, Colossus being in there triggers death proof, like removal of death proof from Wolverine. So, that might be a good swap into it, you know what I'm saying? For right now, until Omega Red hits. I'm just saying, he's the only other character out there. So, you can put him in there. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was just one of those little catch things down in there that's like, oh, look, here's. Oh, if he's teamed up with Omega Red or Colossus, Wolverine gets to remove a death proof and do some other stuff. I mean, we'll go back here and I'll take a look at it again real quick. Right here, I can't remember what it was. I think it was if Omega Red or Colossus is an ally, he always gains offense up for 2 turns, and he can clear a death proof from a primary target. But only if Omega Red or Colossus is in there. So if they're in there, he's going to gain offense up and death proof. So I mean, it's seems to be pretty worthwhile. Yeah, I'm going to go into Blitz and I'll set up a team. We'll do that. We'll go. Well, I'll go into Blitz here. We'll set up a team for what I think will be okay. Currently, I mean, I don't have my guys built up, so I'm just kind of eh. And my guys aren't built up, so I'm just saying they're gonna suck ass. I'm just gonna go ahead and pre-set up the team. Actually, I can't. I don't have Lady Deathstrike yet. Poopy. Oh, you want to do a balanced PvP test? You want to try to run them against what, like H4H? That's what people are saying. They're trying to use them against H4H. But without Omega Red, I don't think that'll work. Okay, use the 4 and then have Colossus as your last pick. What's another big team out there right now? H4H. What do you want to use them against, Swole? I'll do a Secret Avengers with Kestrel. How about that? That seems to be a big one that's out right now. Alright. So we'll get in there. We'll do a balanced. Let me get people tuned in for a second. Let's get some promoted in here. You want let's see if we can get some extra people tuned in. And then we'll drop the hammer. Yep. We'll see if we can get some extras in. Oh, I'm unlocking them. I have nothing that I can spend on them right now. So I'm just kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had more. I don't. Let's go ahead. We'll start this up and we'll do the first round with the essay. Ooh, challenges. Hey, there's gold. Some gold. Woo! Not a lot of gold, but some gold. Maybe I can boost somebody up. I might try to go make some extra money tomorrow and see if I can get me a card and purchase my Weapon X's up. Yeah, gold is just, it's killing me, man. I forgot it was a new day. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We're accepting Samurai Swole. You change your name more often than anybody. So I'm going to go with my, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to ban whatever. Just keep the premier guys going. I can throw an Infinity Watch run in there too if you want. We'll just test them out against it. Let's see here. Where's my guys at? Where's Nick Fury? I guess he's down in the ends. Maybe if I speed a little faster through here, I'll get to him. There he is. There's Nick. And then we're going to do... Damn it, I forgot who I'm looking for. I'll throw Kestrel in back there in the back. This will give people a little bit of a preview here. Trying to find your Wolvie. Oh, there's the Silver Samurai. Alright, there's Maria Hill. And then I'm going to find Cap Sam. That'll let you put Colossus in there, and here comes Sharon Carter. Alright, so guys, this is the first playtest. Now, Colossus is the only one that interacts independently with a different character, so Swole is testing him in here with the Wolverine right now, just for the shits and giggles. Once Omega Red hits, Omega Red will definitely be in place of Colossus, no matter what. So, I mean, that's just a moot point. But we figured this will give you a chance to see him versus this. I'm just going to put mine on auto. Alright? So it would be like how you would be fighting up against somebody in war. I'm just going to auto mine. We're going to let them do their thing. And I'll let Swole do his attacks however he feels like doing them. And we'll see what happens, okay? We'll see if Swole's team can take out this base, what would be a basic defensive unit in war. And I mean, that's what we're going for. Swole's pretty talented. He's going to have functionality here. He's going to figure it out. He's going to do what he needs to do. There goes Kestrel. Quick knockout of that. That's pretty good. Everybody on his team is still standing. Now there goes Lady Deathstrike. That's going to be a hard hitter. Colossus is a little slow, but I mean, we're going to see what happens. So right now you're looking at Colossus. I don't know if Colossus stuck around long enough to make any real benefit with Wolverine, but they are doing their job. They're getting rid of Nick Fury. They got rid of Kestrel. It doesn't seem like it's a bad unit to just throw him into right now. You have to take into account that Cap Sam is overstocked, and he probably hadn't really focused on building up Silver Samurai yet with all of his T4s. Throwing in Colossus as a makeshift guy when he probably hadn't really focused anything on Colossus. But you've taken out Cap Sam, you've taken out Kestrel, you've taken out Nick Fury. It seems pretty viable. Now, Colossus is just a throw-in. He's not a great guy, but it took 3 of them out in what you're going to see. And my team was, I don't know if it was way higher or not, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it was up there compared to his. Alright, so the next round we're going to do is going to be, which one you want to pull next, Swole? So you want to try it with X23 with that team? Okay, we'll try X23 with that team. So he's going to put X23 in with Colossus and see how that fit instead of Colossus, and we'll see how that works. I'm still going to run the same team, the same Silver or same Secret Avengers. Let me slide down here and we're going to hit. Where's he at? We're hitting Nick. Well, what did you think of the Colossus, though, there, Swole? I mean, I think if he was built out for that team specifically, it would be pretty good. But I don't see him as being built out for that team. He is the only other character that has interaction with it. Now, X-23 has interaction with Wolverine. So that's not bad either. I forget that she does have, but she has her own interaction. She's not one that's written into that mix. So her with the Wolverine might be good as well. I would say with her being as powerful as she is, she's going to be a lot better in this matchup scenario. Putting mine back on auto. So this would be exactly what would happen if you're doing a war battle. They're not going to be able to interact. It's just this is the group doing auto against Swole, taking his team in to attack it. Yeah. I mean, I know he gets the interaction, but he didn't stay around long enough to actually really do anything. And he's not really there, I don't think, to do anything specifically other than to let Wolverine trigger. But, I mean, all Wolverine's gaining is he's getting offense up and taking away death proof. So it might not be that effective. Of course, you must admit you have like a 7 red X23 too. That's like 200k. So she's doing pretty good in this matchup. Probably a lot higher than your Colossus. What do you think of this matchup versus the other one? I'm watching it, and what I'm seeing is the only saving grace is that your X23 is a 7 red. I mean, I don't see any better differential than having her in there in place of the Colossus, really. You still had 3 people saved at the end. But I still managed to take out Silver Samurai and Lady Deathstrike. So, I mean, it's... Oh, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, did you feel it played out better? She was better than the Colossus? Because of the extra attacks. So we'll let this be known up in here, and we're going to take this stuff out. Yeah, she did carry damage. All right, H for H, right? You wanted to do it against H for H. We're going to try H for H. Did that go through? You want me to do full sims? I already put in that we were going to do H for H. So I'll do H for H a couple times and then we'll do sims too. Where is she at? Where's my Misty Knot? That's the one I'm looking for. There we go. There's my Misty Knot. And let's get Colleen. Where you at, Colleen? There you are. There's Colleen. Where is another one? There's another one. There's Iron Fist. All right. Doing the X-23 first? All right. Where's he at? Where's he at? Here we go. Here we go. Tests, tests, tests. Once again, throwing mine on auto. We're going to see what holds up here. My H for H is only like a 500k H for H total, but this is all balanced anyway, so it really shouldn't matter. Alright, this is looking pretty good right here. You've already taken out the preeminent damager. We'll see what happens the rest of the way through. Now, note specifically, he did a target Colleen Wing first instead of Luke Cage in these matchups. Where the other groups, normally you go through Luke Cage first to keep the taunt off. These guys are just, they're going to rip through it, so they took out Colleen Wing really quick. No, this is balanced too, so it's pretty good. Okay. It's pretty good, pretty good. X23 is doing amazing in this setup. She's good. I guess her little beef with or mix up with Wolverine is really good too. I wish they'd be like use the same teams. We got a lot more people playing back now. All right. Let's see what happens here. That last group was amazing. It was pretty good. That X23 teaming up in there with the just to provide the damage is ridiculous. So if you have a really well built X23, I would say that's pretty tight. Here we go to auto. These guys are already starting out with like tons of bleeds against them. So I mean, this is crazy. But once again, Colossus, did he blink out, or is he just? No, this is getting annoying too, Scopely. Stuff's just blinking out on the screen. I'm trying to see if Colossus is there, or is he dead? You know, if he's dead, that's completely different. But I mean, this group right here smashed through this. If he's still alive and just glitched out, this right here worked really well. This was much faster. Did he glitch out on you, Swole, or is he dead? That was fast. That was a amazing kill. Okay, yeah, he died. Okay. All right. Which one do you feel better? He died. Yeah, I mean, I've seen someone where they just blink out and then they're like still sitting there, and that was a really fast blink out. How did you feel that played better? It went faster. It was a lot faster than the X-23 fight with that one. And I think it's because they all had to focus on Colossus. But did you feel it played better? I know a lot of more people like to be like, I'm doing more damage. Yeah, I mean, as soon as the match started, they had so many bleeds and were dropping like flies. I mean, Colleen didn't last but like 2 seconds. That's what I watched when I was watching it. It's like they just have to target Colossus, and when they're targeting him, it's just everything else you have goes off. So it's kind of a tit for tat. All right, Sims is next. Sims is next. Oh yeah, I gotta ban people, don't I? Going with the Colossus first. All right. Trying to get as close to my regular setup as I've got. There's Scream. I'll go ahead and go down here to the bottom to find Venom. But now, in every instance, Weapon X is clearing these teams. So that's just a sign. It doesn't really matter. Whoever they're putting in right now is still clearing the other team. I think. Did we have any losses so far? I don't really think that I've seen any losses. by doing this, we also might find a team that they're weak against too, guys. So I mean, I haven't seen one yet. So right now they're whooping ass. Here we go to my auto. We're gonna let it just run through, do what it would do for a typical attack. By doing this right here, we're ensuring that he's playing like he would be playing against a war defense. I don't have the war defense bonuses. He doesn't have his war defense bonuses. But, yeah. I think maybe that there was no losses against H4H, that's for sure. I think maybe against Colossus, the Secret Avengers won out, didn't they? But then X23 wiped the floor with them. Yeah, that was a minute-long battle. So the symbiotes, I don't think, did anything. Let me put that up there. Marauders sub with dog. What do you mean sub with dog? You just want to try my Marauders? Alright, I'll throw Marauders up too. I told him I was going to do a H48 or Infinity Watch. So I'm going to throw up an Infinity Watch real quick. We'll get to the Marauders. I don't guess it really matters who I ban right now. Yeah, I mean, I know Doc Ock, but who did you want me to sub in place of? Like Venom or something? Let's see here. Oh, in place of Sabretooth? There's Moondragon. Nebula. I have still seen some people putting Infinity Watch on their freaking defense. So, I mean, you know, it's a good one to check out. And I'll do the... I mean, we might have to do this twice. But Colossus just crushed through those symbiotes. I think the symbiotes have just become kind of, they have nowhere to go. I mean, they're just like, what do we do, man? They're not super good on offense. They're not super good on defense anymore. They're literally boiled down to they're going to be a raid unit. So far, this one didn't do well against Infinity Watch. So if people are running Infinity Watch defense, don't try to overpower them currently with Weapon X. Yeah, but I mean, you're really not going to be using Weapon X for an Infinity Watch. You'll use Infinity Watch for Infinity Watch. You'll probably use, like right now, you use Infinity Watch for either Infinity Watch or Infinity Watch for H for H. But with Omega Red coming, you're going to use Weapon X for H for H. And it should be a slam dunk, as we just saw. Not a big deal. I will put the Doc Ock in with Marauders. Since you'll have Sabretooth, I'll put Doc Ock in his place, and we'll see what happens with that. If you want, do you want to try that again and use X-23 and see what she does? I do kind of want to see the difference between X-23 and Colossus in that format. See if she deals out a little bit more damage against the Infinity Watch. I would still like to find an additional counter to Infinity Watch other than Infinity Watch. That's the one that's really driving me in the game right now. I mean, H for H is horrible, don't get me wrong, but you have an answer. You have Infinity Watch as an answer. And you have Weapon X coming as an answer for H for H. But what do we really have? Or is it just going to be Infinity Watch and Weapon X are the two counters for Infinity Watch and H for H? I mean, that's what it's looking like. It doesn't look like it's going to be a crazy good anything, but this time we'll go and we'll do with X-23 in the mix. Let me see, find my Nebula. Moon Dragon. I just want to see if X-23 does a little better offensively. I mean, if we could find, if she does crazy good in it, then this will be freaking amazing. But if not, then, I mean, we're still trying to have to figure out how to get through all this other junk. I mean, that's always out there. We're going to do Warlock. There's the white-haired lady. But when you're looking at it right now, Infinity Watch is normally going to be saved for offense. I mean, everybody who's using Infinity Watch is using them for offense. I'm just scrolling up to where I'm going to be close. And we're trying to make this as realistic as possible. Like, what you're going to run into is what you're going to run into. So you can watch all these. You can take notes yourself. But this is X-23 with them currently. Now, remember, this is no war bonuses. This is just what you've got. Now, with Colossus, it didn't do good at all. They got hammered. Let's see if this group can even take out anybody. All right, if they take out anybody, then we know. But right now, it looks like Infinity Watch could be the answer to running into if somebody does go crazy and put Weapon X on defense, which I don't understand why they would. We'll see what happens. Right now, without Omega Red, this group's not. I don't think it stands a chance against Infinity Watch. So the key component is going to be Omega Red. So don't try to do a fifth man shot in here and go up against Infinity Watch, okay? It's not going to work. That's what we are determining right now. A fifth man won't help you against Infinity Watch on defense. It's not going to. You're going to have Omega Red to have a chance. And when Omega Red does pop up, I will do my best to go ahead and purchase him and get one put together, and we will try to run against Infinity Watch, or Swole can use his against my Infinity Watch, and we'll play that one out for you guys as well. Yeah, no, so that didn't do any better. We'll let people know that, and then we'll come back. Oh, she killed Phyla. Alright, so she got one kill. Alright, so we will let them know that too. Alright. Okay. So, running Weapon X against Infinity Watch. Oop, hold on, let me finish typing away. Alright. Ock/Marauders. You want to do the same thing, but using Silver Surfer against them? Alright, we can do that. I'll run one Infinity Watch with that. Let me get down here and find my Nebula quick. Well, get down here where I can be close to her anyway. Sorry for bouncing back and forth, but I'm trying to get most people to come on and see what's going on. So he wants to do a Silver Surfer in place as a 5th place with the Weapon X group and see if they work against Infinity Watch. And then we will do the Doc Ock with Marauders. Oh, a Surfer and Doom? Okay. Test each of them? Okay. One Surfer, one Doom. I kind of wish they'd just let you go pick your teams. You know, like, oh, I want to run this team and just slap it in there. best playtesting on the server right now. If you're not watching this, you're missing out, guys. You're bad. Alright, we will begin our auto and we will see what happens with the Silver Surfer. And then we'll test it one more time with Doom, and then we're going to go to the Ark and Marauders. There's my auto. Let's see what happens. We're watching this unfold live right here. Swole is testing his might. He does have a pretty built repertoire. Nice big teams, but this is all balanced. So none of that matters. There's no war bonuses, nothing like that. But if you have these characters really well built, you're going to get to see how they would perform. So far right now, it looks like Infinity Watch is still going to be a bane for Weapon X. Just from what I'm watching. We will have to test it again once Omega Red hits, but it's it looks like if Infinity Watch is on defense, currently do not try to run Weapon X against them. Alright. Saint, do you still want to try Doom with it? One more go around with Doom. Here we go. Alright. Alright, the battle will start here soon. Sorry, I had to take a little bit of a break there. I'm glad it just went straight to the auto anyway. You were supposed to pick Doom. You picked Colossus instead. We'll try it one more time. This time you can pick the right one, okay? Because that did not go well for you. You had a little brain exercise, right? That should have been the name of this one. Alright, here we go. Testing out Doom. We're trying to find a one of that might go against this group. So far, right now, Infinity Watch is still freaking Infinity Watch. They're wrecking. Without Omega Red, I don't believe you've got anything that will really go up against Infinity Watch, if they happen to have them on defense. Typically, though, most people will be running Infinity Watch on offense, because right now that's what counters H4H. However, when Omega Red hits, and you don't even really need Omega Red, you can substitute a fifth in. And they did pretty well against H4H. Just saying. I mean, I know H4H will get its war bonuses when you go into war, so they'll probably be a little better. But I would say if you had a fifth right now with H4H, either Colossus or X23, then they can go in and do some 50-50 odds against H4H right now. I'm just saying. And I mean, you could use a Silver Surfer as a fifth and go in against H4H, and I mean, it might decimate right now. Just saying. So next is Oct 6. We'll let them know. That's what I'm predicting. Doc Rodders. All right. Doc Rodders. Here we go. Where's Mr. Sinister? I'll put him in first. How about that? Let me find Mr. Sinister. I bet he's down underneath Sinister, isn't he? I just saw him. Where'd he go? Ah. Okay, you can ban that one. I'm having all kinds of problems tonight. Alright, here we go. We're trying it with Colossus first, then X-23, and then we'll see what happens. This is one that might be a pretty good alternative kill methodology. The other one that's big, I think, is this version right here, but using, what's the Kree girl? I might be suffering from Alzheimer's, guys. Minerva. I was like, I can't remember her damn name. Okay, we're watching this unfold. So far, I mean, it's pretty tight. The Silver Samurai didn't get that heal block on there. Not enough focus. I mean, he took him out based off of damage, but if he hadn't had the damage there, then that strife would have healed way up. Okay, well they didn't make it good against Doc Rodders. Yeah, they got their butt kicked by Doc Rodders. So, might want to make a note of that, guys. Doc Rodders probably not a good one to go against. Yeah, like I'm just saying right now with the fists that are currently available. Oh yeah. All right, let's see what happens. Whew, it didn't bode too well for you that last round. So we might be finding a group that is antithetical to your Weapon X. Maybe Marauders with Doc Ock is the counter answer. Or the one team you don't really want to take against it. Right now, you don't want to take them against Infinity Watch. And so far from what I'm seeing, don't try to use them against Marauders. Okay, you got the Strife down. That's pretty good. It's good. he just cloned your Sabretooth. Oh my god. he just added a Marauder to his Marauders. That's vintage. It's classic. He's like, I'll just pick up another mutant to throw at you. I lost Strife, I've gained Sabretooth. Sabretooth is going to get some bonuses. At least X-23 got you through it. But we're also, again, talking once again, no war bonuses. So Marauders with war bonuses, it's pretty solid. I still think this team does do pretty well. Right now, it's looking like X-23 versus Colossus. X-23 is the better pull to put into his place, so you don't have to really worry about shifting Colossus out of anything. And if you're not really using X-Force, X-23 is probably a pretty good combination. Now you wanted to try it against what? Doom Marauders? So you're getting a good series of playtests right here, guys. It's a good run. Trying it first with Colossus. If Doom holds up against this, that might be a good toss in just as a better backup defense to hold off against him, because everybody's going to be putting a lot of stock in Weapon X. Here we go. Here's the auto. We'll watch this unfold. They have to go against Strife, which is going to give Doom time to do his thing. So we'll see what happens with Doom versus them. So close. There's Strife down. But they're short of Sabretooth too, and we've cloned a Sabretooth. So this could be very interesting. Because Sabretooth just feeds off of Mr. Sinister. Oh, that was a smash. That was a smash. Doom worked better than freaking Doc Ock apparently in that one. It just depends on how you can shift stuff around. Now let's try it again with X-23 in the mix. So X23 managed to make it through the one with Doc Ock. So that's potential against a Doc Ock. But if you have a Doom Marauders, oh, it's not looking healthy. All right, here we go. Doom Marauders. Yeah, like I'm saying, from what we've play tested tonight, there are a couple that just don't like. Infinity Watch right now is the only one that will beat an Infinity Watch or an H4H consistently. I don't think there's anything else out there that does that. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off too. That was a good series of playtesting. But from what we've seen, to put in a fifth right now, X23 seems to be the better one to put in. You could upgrade, like if you wanted to do Silver Surfer or something like that, but it didn't really do much difference. Plus, then you're taking away Surfer from your Mystics. And the Doom Marauders seems pretty good, but if you're running Weapon X, you're not going to be using Weapon X against Doom Marauders. You're going to be using Weapon X against something else, and you'll just throw a Kestrel team in against the Doom. So I think it will all balance out, but right now, as a fifth, I would say if you run X23, you have an excellent shot at beating H4H, like a 50-50 from just what we've watched. From just what we've watched today. Using X23 as a built-up X23 with a built-up current 4-man unit, you should be able to go in and have a good 50-50 shot against H4H. Just from what I've watched. Colossus didn't really do anything, but they still won. I mean, he doesn't do anything against the H4H. He doesn't deal any damage, but he draws all their fire, and then everybody else smoked through H4H. So, either or works. X23 she stayed alive in the version, where Colossus died in the version, but they both took out the H4H with no war bonuses. So, you might want to try it once in war. The war bonuses will change the outcome. Don't get me wrong, but they will change the outcome. However, I think you probably, considering right now only Infinity Watch has a really good win ratio against them, you might be able to use them with, say, Colossus or X23, or throw in a Silver Surfer, and have probably a 40 to 50% chance of being able to beat them with that grouping. Just make sure they're big. Don't spare anything on them. You're going to have to pump them up to get through that stuff. But from the samples we just did right here, watching them on the channel, you will get a good idea that Weapon X is definitely H4H killing material, even without Omega Red. You throw in Omega Red, and they might become Infinity Watch killers. Okay? So, thank you all for tuning in tonight. We're getting ready to go. We did a lot of practice runs. I hope everybody enjoyed watching what we did. Okay, if you do, give me a thumbs up. Click the like button there, so that we know that people are liking what we're doing. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell icon. That way you're here. We know you're here. Whenever we do these live streams, you'll see them. You can bring them in and be like, hey, look, we're streaming. We're getting some good information. Thank you, guys. There is a Discord server that's linked in the description. You can click it. It should still be viable to get in. If it is not, on the next stream or something like that, somebody let me know, and we will try to set up another one. There's a Patreon too. If you want to become a patron of the channel, please do so. I understand times are tough, but every little bit will help out. If that is not your preferred method and you need me to set up something else, please let me go. The channel's been around a while, but I'm just now starting to bloom into my own. But I appreciate it. But the best thing you can do, the absolute most best thing you can do, share this stuff with your friends. Okay? Let them come and watch the channel and grow the channel, man. I want more subscribers. I want more people entertained with what we're doing here. The Almighty One himself, Swole, he tunes in a lot, and we work together to bring you good information. So, thank you all for tuning in. Till next time, stay safe. Be healthy, and hey, I'll catch you later. Bye.